The always busy and popular East 4th Street here in Cleveland. Our setting today is just at the end of that block. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Big man Jarrett Allen challenges all high flyers at the rim. He said nobody likes getting dunked on. People call it a business decision. I don't think about that. My role is to be a rim protector, so I'm going to sacrifice for the team. Whether it's a block or a dunk, either way, I'll be on a highlight. It's a good way of thinking about it. Guys?
Absolutely, David. He knows his role, doesn't he? Thanks for that report. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Monday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Denver Nuggets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Up at the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. Terry Rozier is out there with Isaiah Thomas, and Harrell's in at the 5 spot. And for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen, the 2 big men inside. Darius Garland is out there with the Okoro. And it's Osman in at the 3 spot. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. To the inside. And slam dunk by Allen.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
From about 19 feet, the Cavaliers pull it in. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they came strong. It really seemed like they'd stabilized in that second overtime. But coming down the wire, through that third overtime, fatigue finally started to set in.
And that's just a tough shot from Garland, taking the contact.
Thomas's shot is off. Here's Osman. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Darius Garland with the assist.
19 seconds left to play in the first. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul. Checking in for the away team.
Oubre against LeVert. Oubre with the steal. And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here's Rozier. The guard set is Garland and Sexton. Markkanen is out there with Caris LeVert. And it's Love in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now, here's Sexton. After Terry Rozier's miss, Garland with the bucket.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And Sexton slams it in.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Down low. Here's Love. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Terry Rozier.
Kevin Love getting a little clever out there. Fantastic to get the D to bite on that pump fake.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
What you like about Kevin Love right here is the attention to detail. He's always had a great knack, those early years in Minnesota, about being in the right place at the right time. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Thomas's shot is off. Outside Garland. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Garland's got 6.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers ahead. Finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. It's James Borrego. Coach, too many easy buckets for them. Defensively, where do you dig in?
You got to stop penetration. That's the focus right now. They're getting to the paint. Just way too many points in the paint. Too many breakdowns all over the board defensively.
Yeah, that has to tighten up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
They're not shooting it well so far. Actually, they've been terrible. But fellas, I got an idea for them. Feed the post. Let the big man eat. Jeez.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Charlotte. Out in the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Miles Bridges is out there with Harrell, and it's Thomas in at the 1 spot.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Garland against Thomas. Here's Allen. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his third assist on the night. Hornets trail by 18. Here's Thomas. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And that one's good. Osman.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Thomas. Here's Bridges. The layup off target.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers ahead, delivering the blowout. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Cleveland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Jared Allen.
It felt like there was more than one of them out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Kevin Love out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Goodwin. Then there's Sexton. And it's Stevens in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Steffens. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
It's time for the mission. I'll put my gold true face on. A real boss don't need permission. And the fact is, I've never fallen off. I paid the cost to be the boss. I took the loss, I made it back. Now I just and make it stack. It is what it is. Now you can't play with the facts. I know what it is. Now I can't forget what it is. I was one of those kids in the flats. It's just the life that we live. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Hey, over Canadian, we make this.